Hey everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy X. We saved last time in a place where I couldn't do anything off camera, but that's probably okay. It is right before the Macalania Cloister of Trials. Yes, strangely enough, you tackled this one after you get the summon. I'm not confident as to why, but here we are. As you can tell, our goal is to fix that bridge. And of course, as always, the other goal is to get the Destruction Sphere. Naturally, the Macalania Spheres are going to create and remove ice chunks. Placing it. No, that's elsewhere. You know, I see the stand here. Has one position. Has space for one sphere, pardon me. Can I get close enough to... Yeah, there we go. That's better. I don't remember these controlling quite as bad as I always seem to have them being. Take the glyph sphere. Can we do anything with this right now, or are we going to have to move the other one? Find out in a second. Okay, that hasn't caused anything new to happen. This does not appear to have a wire in it. Okay. So that doesn't do that yet. Okay. Oops. Yes, as you can see, this is a bit of an ice puzzle. There's going to be more than a little bit of trial and error here, but there usually is. Yep, just slides off the edge. Okay. Right, there's a notch there because that's where that goes. The only other place where the glyph sphere could possibly do anything for us right now appears to be the stand. It does seem to do something, I just don't quite know what. It's not so useful when we go over there. It's probably going to continue to not be very useful if we push it this way, but we'll try. I said we'll try. Come on! Yeah, these things don't control well. Oh no, that just goes over the edge. Ooh. That's making some sort of purple glow. I don't know if that's a weird lighting effect or what. If that's a hint. Well, we didn't succeed in getting it over there anyway, so... Wait, do we need the... I think we need the ice chunk over there, because that will serve as a break. For this. Right. It doesn't freeze over the stand. It was just over there. Pushing it this way. Ooh, yes, there we go. That is quite helpful. Because that opens the rest of the dungeon. Unfortunately, we can't take that right now because that takes away our only way to do anything. Okay, to conclude this, we'll eventually have to shove the sphere with the sphere stand with the ice sphere in it over there. And that will fill in the last part of the bridge. But for now, I want to see what these other wires do. That area does nothing. Okay. How bizarre. Nothing there either, but I can see that there's a sphere higher up, so I guess that makes sense. And this will complete a segment of the bridge. To be honest with you, I believe we could actually solve this right now, if we wished. But I will hold off on that for the time being. Ooh, there we go. Actually, yeah, that puts us in a position where we can solve the puzzle, but I think I really want to do more first. Start out by taking this. Does it cause any change? It does not. Okay, I think it goes this way. I'm going to hit the reset button here. See what happens. Actually, does this not do anything for us? We set this back up. And that replaces the brake. Or does that? No, it does. Okay. Ew. I only feel like part of an idiot. Reset. Cross. I think I see what's going on here, actually, because take this. Will this do what we want it to for it, or is it just gonna fall through? Could go either way. And if it does, then we have to reset up most of the room. Yeah, so it just falls off. Okay. So we want to get that thing over there, so it'll go across. Oh, now I'm quite curious where it's probably just stuck into the thing, right? That would make sense. Alright, pick and replace. Because that's the only position I can think of that we get any sort of... any change. Right, and of course we can't reset that chunk of ice, but... go there yet. Okay, yeah, I just want to scout the area and make sure that I'm not missing anything. Super simple. Does look like there's something frozen in. I think I just heard some fireworks go off in real life. That's a little weird. Down. Yeah, that's... that just kills it. Okay. Reset button. Go right. Push it down now, then that's going to just cause us an issue. This, again, for some reason that doesn't seem to go anywhere. I presume because that's actually where the destruction sphere needs to go. Now that I think about it. Let's set this here for the moment. I don't think this changes anything upstairs, but we'll take a look anyway. Yeah, nothing new by doing this. Take this out. It's still there, so at the very least the glyph sphere is not the secret to that. I am absolutely in the try everything kind of phase right now. Just to make sure, because this seems like I'm missing something real obvious. I'm not completely certain of what it is. That doesn't do anything. Gotta be doing something silly here. Yeah, I think I've tried everything at this point. So let's just try doing this for the moment. Put the thing in the stand and then shove it into place. And yeah, just to be sure, I am going to pull up the thing, and I'm going to see how embarrassingly stupid of a step I've missed here. Okay, that looks like, now that I think about it, that looks like one of the sigil spots, one of the reset points. So if we complete the bridge, let's see what happens. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I legitimately just had to complete the puzzle the first time around in order to get this to work. Alright, so we do that, and that breaks our escape path. Now, take this, because this is a one-slot sphere stand. There's no way that they're going to let me have two in there. And if I replace one of them with a different one, that's going to cause problems, obviously. Put this here for safekeep. Oh, right. Oops. I'm gonna put this here for safekeeping. Now I get to find out what kind of completely wild puzzle I have to do in order to do this. And, I mean, I'm gonna have to reset the entire setup very soon. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Let's go in the bottom layer. Surely it goes here, right? Yeah, see, that wire has gone unused up to this point. And that breaks that chunk open, and we can have a look at... Oh, it's just a Lux Sphere. That's... That's a little disappointing. Oh well. Take this. And now we know what to do. It's just kind of lengthy. Excuse me if you... Excuse me. Also, excuse me if you heard any weird gross noises a second ago. That was not my intention. So now to do this, we're going to have to do something a little bit, a little extra step here, right? We gotta take this. And go on down. Excuse me. There we go. That's the whole bridge built. Oh. I was expecting it to skip straight to the end of that, sorry. Oh, why'd I do that? Because I moved into the wrong position. Oops. Alright, well, time for me to fix that. It's okay, I know it's because nobody can get enough of this room for some reason. If that's true, I'll eat multiple of my hats. Damn it. Really? The one time that it registers me doing that without any sort of extra effort, it's by accident. I love this game, but these really suck. They control really, really, like, weirdly badly. Pick it up. I was right there. Come on, hit detection. Start existing again. Well, I suppose that it's not a thing that seems very important a lot of the time, because it's like, hit detection in RPG, that's... How much are you doing that you actually need that? Well, as it turns out... Just to make sure I don't goof this up. Lean to the one side a little bit. And here we go. Hope you like cutscenes.
Please.
Give us a chance to explain.
No need. I already know what I'll tell the other Maesters.
Meaning?
Lord Seymour was the leader of the Guado before becoming a Maester.
You're not letting us go.
let you go. Lord Seymour would never forgive us if we did.
Okay, I guess we'll just push through.
Wait.
Bunch of old people
Just
like
with
this.
Sphere. We can show it to them.
Oh, do you really think they're going to use that as anything useful? Why would you guys leave that with them?
Guado, take care of Guado affairs.
Oh, wait. Run!
Well, at least we knocked one dude over while we were running away. This is definitely sort of the peak of, like, what are you guys doing?
Really done it now. Want to buy something just in case?
Like, was anybody thinking this through at the time in the party whatsoever? I don't think I have anything that needs to be sold right now, but... Oh, we got those 2 special spheres from that fight. That's right. Nice. I'm hitting the wrong one here. There we go. Let's grab a couple more healing items, because, yeah. Should probably have saved if I was being a little bit smarter, but as you can see, we're being tailed. That can be a bit of a problem because the fights that these dudes have with them are not easy, but also you kind of have to face them anyway. Like, they're guaranteed to catch up with you as far as I can tell. So these Guado Guardians will summon a couple of extra fiends for you to fight, because they're too fucking weenie to fight you on their own. And yeah, there's their auto potion kicking in. You can see that they just heal themselves off. Okay, no, at least he cast Berserk on his ally. Let's just smash that thing real quick. I could, at this point, probably see about stealing some items from some of these enemies. And in fact, I probably should. This dude's probably just gonna have, like, high potions or something. Which, to be fair, that's less money that I have to spend on them, so okay. Waka. Oh, nice. One shot. Oh, right. I forgot to switch him back to his TKO, which is probably fine because I don't really need that right now. Okay, the wolves. I believe the wolves we can steal sleeping powder from. So, it's good to see those, actually. Yes, yes, they have sleeping powder. So the more of those that we find before we end up being done here, the better. And you can see that it's kind of fitting that they have sleeping powder that you can steal from them, because they can put you to sleep as well. Alright, these moles have, they just have high potions. Okay. Oh, she's asleep and silenced. That's unfortunate. I think everyone else has had a chance to go.
Farewell.
Take him out. Oh, he's not doing enough damage to overkill. He's doing less damage than Waka to unarmored enemies. That's unfortunate. Didn't Oh, Kimahri didn't get in. I thought Kimahri was in our starting party, though. What's that again? Is that Sloga? Yeah. I don't need that much Sloga in the party, so... meh. Ability. Let's have Yuna heal everybody real quick. I don't know if that's that dude or not. I guess we'll find out in a second, won't we? Arctic Wind, that's a good steal. These Kimahri come in and steal his potions. I don't know if he's still going to do... I was going to say, I don't know if he's still going to do Berserk. Because I think he just uses Berserk as a buff spell. And that does indeed appear to be the case. No more potions to steal. Darn.
Take that.
Yeah, Wakka, how do you feel about being the guy who's got to kill all these dudes because you're doing the most damage? I hope you're enjoying it. I like the concept of Wakka having an existential crisis. Just saying. I want him to suffer. And I'm sure that most people can understand why. Oh shit, we're actually right near our tier 3 spells. So maybe if I fight a couple more of these dudes to get those real quick. Guard. Steal that. Steal from that guy. Nice. Or remove that thing. Pretty sure everyone else has gotten to go. Unfortunately, Lulu still can't overkill the ice flans. Pain. Oh, I think the Guardians drop ability spheres. So yeah, farming those seems kind of useful. Oh yeah, this goes over to Demi. That's not that useful. Raga. See, I forgot that these dudes, like, more of them than 2 spawned, and the others were not just random encounters. Yeah, as you can see, this fight's real easy. Can we steal a third? Yeah, nice. I don't get a lot of instances of that happening, so I'll take them when I can. Even for items that are eventually going to get, like, completely outperformed. Oh, okay. Don't even give me time to open the menu, why don't you? Or why don't you not, I suppose. Ooh, I don't like the enemy set that we're getting here. This is a load of barnacles. Chuck some nades. There we go. That got rid of everybody. Yoink. Orin. Lulu, make sure Yuna gets a turn. Waka. Kill him. There we go. Attack up there. Only 2 points, but still. Take it. Alright, let's go back to the main route. We've got some items to pick up before we're done here. On account of this area is a little bit of a maze. We got our significantly more regular random encounters here. Lulu is going to kill the Flan for us, so it's fine if we switch her out. Orin takes out the helmet mole. Mari attempts to steal another Arctic one. Ooh, 2. Nice. That's pretty good. I'm liking the rolls that I'm getting on some of these. All right. This is where I'm going to find out that I can't rejoin that path later. And that's going to annoy me quite a bit. Alright, Wakka, take care of the thing that can confuse people first. Yeah. Look at that damage. That's real good. Seal from Snow Wolf. I do like those sleeping powders. They're pretty good. But we got all we need out of that part of the fight, so... Oh wow, look at all these turns we have before that thing gets another turn. That's pretty good. It's pretty great. Okay, Lulu. Finish this thing off, won't you? Excellent. The EXP outs are pretty good here, so I'm happy with that. You're right. Wakka's right near Delay Buster. Right, see, I remember there was a treasure chest here. Is that all there is? I could swear there was something else. We're gonna find out in a minute or two here. Which is just me accounting for how long these fights are gonna take, because, yeah. Oh, that was the wrong monster for me to target. Oops. We'll fix things by doing that. Alright, Auron, get rid of the mole. That thing just doesn't need to be here. Alright, Kimahri, you can go ahead and steal from that. Tidus, you should be able to kill this thing, right? No overkill, because Tidus doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Wow. Buddy, you need some upgrades. Like, shit. And just burninate that thing. I'll use that level in a second for some... And scanning the area to make sure I didn't miss a chest. And make sure that that wasn't a tiny little split.
Are we supposed to run?
Grab that.
Yeah.
Take that thing out. Let's see what kind of damage this does real quick, just as a demo.
hope you like it hot.
Yeah, 4,000. against a target that's weak. That's pretty good. So having the tier 3 elemental spells is a pretty useful thing against a large amount of these hardier enemies. Gets us better EXP gains. That doesn't count as a move, game. Come on. That'd be silly. At least it didn't attempt to consume my level. We got Water Guy. Oh, Auron got Armor Break. Hell yeah. Armor Break is always a pretty great skill to have in any of these type of games. The ability to deal more damage to your enemies, that's always good. Okay, yeah, so we got everything on that side path. That I wasn't sure of, so I just had to be absolutely confident. Alright, Tidus block. Steal. We're gonna try stealing from one of the evil eyes. And just give us one of those. Fire Rush should be enough to get the overkill, I think, because they only have 310 HP. Yeah, they're not that sturdy of a critter. Nice. Yuna. Riku. Oh. Oh well. Oh, that was rather painful. But yeah, those dudes are high damage anyway, so I don't know what you expected, but yeah. Okay. I would like to try to get Lulu 2 more levels before the next boss fight, if possible, but I'm not going to try to grind over hard for it. Oh, I forgot to equip Initiative again. Ugh. So I think this is the first one that uses, the first of the Evil Eye enemies that use a shockwave attack. But I guess that's not so much the case, or certainly we didn't see it. Alright, throw a grenade. That'll take care of those two. Block. Mari block.
So, how shall we
Blue
do
block. Auron block. Tidus block. That might actually put him up high enough to... No, not quite. Alright, Wakka. Come in here and block. And Auron, do your thing.
Farewell.
Yay, more HP for Auron. You could probably stand strength more than that, but alright. I won't complain. Much. I'll just say that I would prefer something different, but what can you do, right? Oh hey, Riku is properly gaining on Kimahri now. Alright, let's save here. Get into a fight as soon as we step away from the save point.
Get out of the way.
Which is just funny to me. If we're being honest. Okay, Riku. Steal from that thing. Waka, make sure it can't do that shit again. Kimari. Get in here, steal your Arctic Wind. Kill the mole. Guard. Okay, yeah, everybody else has been, so Lulu, take care of it. Yay, +4 magic for Yuna. That's pretty good. Over. And that should teach us Thundaga, I think. Yeah. See, I know the order that these crop up for some reason. Okay, now turn back, hit the save point again. And we are going to save just to keep the ability that we've learned. I don't know, it seems important. I say as we're like a screen away from a boss. Ah, yes, here we go. The big guy. The big guy. This big, abominable snowman looking fella. A Wendigo. Yeah, so all it does is physical attack. And these duders are going to berserk it at some point. Do I have a... Oh, I don't have one of those stored up. Dang it, I should have come in with a different lineup. Because sadly, I don't have a... I don't have an overdrive lined up. So, you know, we'll switch Yuna back in. She can also use... Let's try using one of the sleeping powders and see if we can put this entire group to sleep. I don't know if these dudes can all be slept. No, they can't. Ugh. Douchebags. Alright, well right now, the Wendigo is asleep, so that's fine. Alright, Waka. Kill one of the Guardians. There we go. Oh, he's gonna use... They're gonna use buff spells. They die, aren't they? That's irritating. Because I don't think I have anything that can induce Dispel. Yeah, he's got Protect and Shell on. That's slightly irritating. Guard. Does this one have... No, Shooting Star is the one that can remove enemies. Dragon's Fang causes delay. Oh, man. I just don't have a source of Dispel right now. So I'm gonna have to fight through this. Now, thankfully, I can just let this dude sit here for a bit. While I haste the rest of the party. Waka, do you have... Let's try Sloga and see if that works on it. It's immune to slow. Damn! Damn. That's tragic. Okay, haste Auron. And we just want to leave it here because it won't wake up for something like 7 of its turns, I think, which should give us enough time to cheer 5 times, and then we start going hard. Because, yeah, we could Asuna away its Berserk. But then we've got this thing in tank mode, and we don't really want to deal with that either. Oh, it's up. Yes, alright. We're at 3 cheers. 4. 5. Alright, it's time to do this. Auron, armor break it. Alright, well, I'm assuming that succeeded. Actually, I'm going to pull out Kimahri and do a check on that. Yeah, armor break succeeded. Okay. Tidus, get back in there. And yeah, you can see that Tidus is still not doing amazing damage because we still have Protect to worry about on that thing's part. We're going to have a couple of other people who don't have such high damage come in to get their turns. So we've had Riku, Yuna's been in. I don't remember if we've had Lulu in or not yet, so... Oh, that was excruciating. Cast Cura on you. Need this guy to give me a slight breather, or at least just hit Auron, yeah. That's tolerable. Not favorable, but tolerable. It has no elemental weaknesses, so I can just hit it with Firaga, and that does some pretty good damage. Guard. Waka. Alright, so this might fail because I don't remember the input commands for this one. Oh, never mind. That's not too bad. 3,000 damage. Can't eject it because it's a boss, but that's okay. We got the kill, and that's the important part. And we got the overkill, so we should be getting a fat chunk of EXP and some good drops out of this. Not quite a level for everyone. And, oh, its main drops are only 2 power spheres. And no gear either? Rude. Sheesh.
Praise be to Yevon. That's what I would have said, if I was a follower of Yevon. We were all there.
You know, if I believed in God, I would have prayed.
Even if I had a headache from wondering what was in store for us next.
Yeah, we kind of fell through the ice a little bit, huh? Let's come over here, hit the save point, spend our levels before we save. Yeah, Waka, you go ahead and get Delay Buster, because why not? As, of course, Tidus doesn't get a level. That's unfortunate. Everybody else except for him. Great. Very useful. Alright, now we save. Scan the area. There's some chests for us to pick up here, if I recall correctly, which is what I'm going to try to do before I start talking to everybody.
Yuna will wake soon. Kimahri knows this.
Oh, okay. Kimahri's blocking one of them. Can I get at that, buddy?
I'm sure Uni's okay. She's breathing fine and all. How are Lulu and Waka?
Well, Waka's in shock. Can't blame him either. And Lulu?
Yeah, I want to
She's
electrocute
just
him
the same as
too.
always.
Right.
She's so together. All grown up, I guess.
I guess.
Well, just give me 5 or 6 more years.
Oh, I get it.
So, Kimahri, how do we get out of here?
Hey, don't change the subject.
We climb.
Kimahri too.
Oh, that sounds like
Only
fun.
Those who try will become.
Huh?
I think he means you have to work hard if you want to be like Lulu.
Oh, I will.
Kimahri think Riku should stay Riku.
Huh? Hey, are you saying I'll never be like Lulu? Kimahri!
How can you laugh at a time like this?
Yuna?
Do you not remember that scene from earlier in the game, Waka? I mean, I don't blame you for trying to forget, but also.
I wanted to confront Maester Seymour about his father, Lord Jyscal. I wanted to convince him to turn himself in to Yevon's judgment.
In exchange for marriage?
Yes, if that's what it took.
So, what did Seymour say?
It was something real
Didn't
creepy.
say anything. Now I don't even think it was worth it. I should have told you what I was going to do.
Enough. Dwelling in the past is futile.
Hey, you don't have to say it like that.
You want to waste time listening to her regrets?
You don't have to say it like that.
Our immediate
And again,
concern is
really
Yuna's
rough, you know?
pilgrimage.
Just.
Are you willing to go on?
Yes. But then, do you think Yevon will allow it?
The Faith are the ones that give power to the summoners. Not the temples or the teachings. If the temples try to stop us, then we will defy
We'll just kick
Yevon
their
if we
asses,
must.
just like we did already.
I can't believe you said that.
Sir Auron?
Count me out. We have to atone to make up for the sins we have committed.
Well, fine. Hang out here and freeze to death,
Like I
Waka.
like Maester Seymour, yeah?
That's
No
what you
way I'll
deserve.
forgive him for killing Lord Jyscal. And for trying to do us all in two, you know?
Then what are you
But
gonna
still-
do, buddy?
The bunch of us going against Yevon?
I'm dropping the voice already because, like, come on, dude.
Still, we have transgressed and must face our punishment.
We must go to Bavel. We must speak with Maester Micah and explain what has happened.
Ah, yes, because trying to explain to anybody what the fuck is going on has worked out so well so far.
Sir Orin?
So,
God, how do you people even fucking succeed with the stupidest goddamn plan in the
I am the troublemaker.
universe, you know?
Yeah, that's right. You can always count on Aaron to complicate things.
Oh, you're gonna get punched, Tidus.
Kimari roars and Orin runs off, and
I never asked you to follow me.
Hey, but that's what friends are for. Right?
I mean, sure, you grew up around him, but still.
Thank you.
Huh?
friends, huh?
Alright, so now we should be able to go pick up those treasure chests, I think.
Man, how can you all act like nothing's wrong?
Nobody is,
Steal or something.
dumbass. That's the
You're
point.
too edgy. Listen to the hymn and calm down.
That's right, Waka. Drink some more Kool-Aid.
Is that coming from the temple?
Yes, it is Yevon's gift. It soothes the hearts of the faithful.
Just going downward? I mean, that's a strange choice, but alright. And there's that well-hidden chest with a level 2 key sphere. That, I guess I understand why that's well-hidden, but we haven't seen a ton of use for those in a bit yet. Maybe soon. Ooh. Is that just a standard Avenger that we had before? Yeah, it's the same one that we bought way earlier in the game. So, to be honest, you don't really need that. Because you can just have remembered to have bought one of the better, easily available weapons to you earlier on and not sold it like I did with mine, but I digress. Does anyone else have any gear of note? Oh yeah, I should probably have this equipped again. I know that it's taking Orin's damage down more, which he really doesn't need that in his life, but listen. Okay, yeah. Defensive gear. I think we're pretty good in terms of what we have equipped already. Yeah. So I think that's all the items that are down here.
Jack used to sing this song.
Yeah, over and over. But not this good, that's for sure.
Another trait you share.
What? You were listening?
Get wrecked, Tidus.
Hey, can't I get a little privacy?
Your singing reminded me of Spira.
Oh, right. You're not originally from Xanarkand, are you? You homesick?
Maybe.
It's a long story, Tidus. And he doesn't want to tell it because, yeah,
Say, how'd you get to Xanarkand anyway?
depression, etc.
Sin? Uh-huh. I thought so. That proved it. Sin was the link between Xanarkand and Spira. Which means, if we kill Sin, I'll never be able to go home.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't think that's going to be a thing anyway, so, Huh?
There's something here.
The ground.
Yes, there usually is ground anywhere, so... Oh, I see. It's because it's the whale.
Sin!
Again, if Sin is checked, maybe it was drawn to the singing.
It was then I knew that Sin really was my old man. For the first time, I was finally able to believe it. The song you were listening to. What is it this time? Zanarkand. Ah, you homesick too? That's not your world anymore. You're Sin now. Hey, I'm older now, you know? I know. You want this to end.
Well, have fun. Try to
I'll
act
find
normal.
a way, promise.
Did we unlock the break the game yet? Not quite, I don't think. However, we did just land in the desert, so... We're getting close to something that can massively open the game up. Not quite as close as all that, what you're thinking, but...
Where am I?
This is going to be the place where we start getting a larger amount of extremely good steal items and use items for that matter. Because, of course, we are currently minus a healer. Oh, a bit of a spoiler there, that Yuna is going to be nowhere to be found in this area. Tidus, you want to pick up the damn box? You can get that right now, right? Buddy, he snapped into place. The game is just kind of being a bit of a... butt right now about letting me get this or not. Maybe I have to wait until I have... it's possible, but I don't believe so. I believe you can get the item now. I'm going to assume that we need to, like, actually take the story fight here. But yeah, you're right. The sandworms make the PS2 absolutely have a fucking fit. And I'm expecting them to be pretty hilarious in this as well. Anywho, this zoo has like 12,000 HP or something. And we're by ourselves. So we're probably up shit creek without a paddle here, but we're gonna do what we can. I'm not spoiling what's actually gonna be the goings on with this fight. Don't worry. I know that it's not, but listen, we're pretending. Okay, let's try slapping on the Brotherhood here for some more damage. Yeah, 12 grand, and it has no elemental weaknesses. It's very likely that this can be hit with petrification or something along those lines, but right now, we don't have a user in our party.
Need some help?
Oh, dude, you got here late. I think I set up after pretending that this whole thing was going to be a solo battle. And you show up this late on, and ouch! Ooh, that upsets me greatly. No. Alright, Auron, soften it up a little bit more. Once we do enough damage to it, the zoo drops down to the ground, and let's see what kind of output we can get on our Goth Furies here. It's probably not going to be great. Oh, we managed to squeeze in 6. And that's what? Almost 5,000 damage and not an overkill. It may be locked out of being a thing you can do in this fight. Well,
the others? Haven't found them yet. We're supposed to stay in one place if we get split up.
Wait here if you want. He's not.
Alright, so let's see if we can get that chest now. But first, I'm going to hit the save sphere, because that seems like a pretty important thing to have saved being done. There we go. Yeah, so we did have to do that fight in order to get that chest full of 4 remedies. Hooray. I'm so glad I came back for this, you guys. Real good use of my resources there, huh? Yeah. Alright, Tidus, put your Sonic Steel back on. Your Sonic Hedgehog back on. Oh, it's you.
You alone?
Where's Yuna?
I think they're used for auto med on weapons, armor.
Damn it!
But I could be wrong.
First I lose Yuna, then I'm ambushed by Machina. Great day I'm having.
No, that's because you kicked it, you dipshit. I'm sure that's not what he means, but like I'm not giving him the benefit. Now, are you kidding me? Let's take a look in here and see if we can make a discovery about that. And auto shell, we don't have enough. Okay, yeah, we can spend a fuck ton for auto med on our armors, which is a pretty good thing to have, honestly. Personally, I prefer it over auto potion, but auto phoenix is quite a good thing too. Let's take a look at a weapon. What do we got? You've got an open slot. Maybe it's something in here. We'll take. Good God, piercing is kind of expensive. Requires a whole ass level 2 key sphere for that. Are you kidding me? Wow, that's balance. Oh wait, no, the other thing. Initiative. Yeah, it's gonna be expensive as fuck, and I can understand why. Yeah, no, it's certainly not those. What's this? Al Bhed First Aid Kit. Placed by the Al Bhed to aid desert travelers. Got 8 Al Bhed potions. Very nice. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone to really... Well, actually saying that, we can do some stuff with, I've got 2 special spheres. So, in fact, yes, I am going to spend these on our boy Tidus real quick. And we're going to give him Steel, and we're going to give him Use. Largely because his damage output right now is such balls, such absolute ball sack that, like, why not let him be able to do something useful with his life, right? I just gotta figure out where I'm supposed to go for the... There they are. Focus, that's not... Can I not? Oh, it's because I don't have those people in my party yet. I might be able to, but the game is doing a stupid thing where it's like, okay, you don't actually have those characters, so you haven't unlocked the grid unit yet, which is why... Like, if I'd had it early and I could just use them on literally anything, even stuff I haven't learned, I would have had double cast by now for obvious reasons, but... But that's not such a thing. We'll put it that way. As I slowly descend into a crusty fucking accent as I'm trying to keep the deep voice. At least I feel like I am. I don't know. Kimori, are you having some difficulty, sir?
Yuna gone.
It's not your fault, Kamari.
I appreciate that that's how they wanted to physically show him having a depress, was just trying to walk up a slope and have it do nothing. Alright, so now that we've got this, we should be able to give Tidus steal and use. And there we go. Mr. Middling Stats Man now has a little bit more flexibility on his side. We haven't seen it yet, but we can just steal from Machina and they just die instantly. It's pretty hilarious. I would have had to have gone over there, is the thing. Otherwise, in theory, but...
Hey, you! Machina!
No, you can't just use an ability sphere to do stuff like that. I need to use the gold spheres in order to reach anything that's further away from my little area there, my sphere of influence, you might call it. Yeah, no, tragically, you cannot do that. You can't use the red spheres at a range. Otherwise, that would be completely busted. You know, like, this game needs more things to... Like, this game needs more things to break it wide fucking open, right? Especially when we're talking about ye olde expert sphere grid, where a lot of just handy skills are located in funky places that makes grabbing them a bit of a pain in the butt. Yeah, no, the big boys are in the open area, so we've got a minute before we see those. What are you weak to? Fire. Alright. Fire Rush should be good enough to take this thing out, right? Yeah, and good enough to give us the overkill, which is the more important matter here, really.
This ends now.
Not by your hand, Buster. So yeah, a thing you'll notice is that we're getting a lot more status-inducing damage items here. We're getting the smoke bombs from the Alcyones. We're getting sleeping powder from the wolves. And those are quite handy. I mean, they're not quite as breaking in a lot of cases as petrifying grenades are. But for things that are immune to petrification and not to other statuses, but have high resistances to those statuses, those are pretty good.
Oh, hey guys. Where's Uni?
Gone.
Gone. Some guardian I am.
There's something I want to tell you, but promise not to say anything. No swearing either.
That's a good facial expression, Waka. And by that I mean fuck you, buddy.
There's a place us Al Bhed call home near here. Uni's there, I'm sure of it.
The racist zoom in, yeah.
Rescued? You mean kidnapped?
What does it matter as long as she's safe?
That's right. Anyway, I will take you there if you promise.
Besides, Waka, we got attacked by a fucking whale. Do you think that if they swept in and they got her after that, or even during the... even during that time period, like, do you really think that that constitutes kidnapping at that point?
Can't you guys talk about this later?
Just
Somebody
promise
kicked
you won't
Waka in the
tell
nuts.
anyone about this island. Promise?
Waka, come on!
All right, I promise. Lead the way.
You got it.
Scribbling the coordinates on his blitzball is about to kick it into the nearest town. Well, it's either that or he's got a direct earpiece to Maester Seymour and his goons. Oh, oops, spoiler alert. Yeah, let's take the save that's like literally 2 seconds away from the last one.
That way.
Anything else to say? Just that way? Alright.
Let me handle the Machina.
Oh, I've already explained this.
Piece by piece.
Yeah, again, somehow she just kind of yanks their batteries out or something. I don't know how this works. What do I look like? Somebody who knows robots? Somebody who knows rowboats? Alright, now we want our old boy Kimahri in here to get the last of that EXP. At this point, I am intentionally doing stupid accents, because it really does feel kind of weird for me to drop the voice down like that, but I'm trying, in theory, to make it like a, you know, a sound that sounds less like my own voice, because... Oh, what do we got here? So, these dudes... we'll take care of the bird first. I'm wondering if the dragon has any items to steal that aren't just high potions. I think eventually one of them has a... Oh, good job, Waka. I'm so glad you decided to join the party. Right, Tidus, no, don't flee. Steal. Oh, just high potions. I'm pretty sure they have silver hourglasses sometimes, but high potions definitely do seem to be the recurring thing for most of these enemies. Man, can we get an overkill with just fire? Because we're doing good damage. Yeah, if we can conserve our MP, that's always going to be preferable to wasting it. Orin, take care of the dragon, because that thing is a little bit more of a threat on some level. Riku, I don't think Riku had a chance to do anything yet. Oh no, she must have. She got the sleeping powder then, I guess. Okay, Lulu.
So, how shall we do this?
These things are weak to fire and ice. Can Fyra give us an overkill, or are we gonna have to go to Firaga? No, Fyra's good enough for an overkill. Good. We have any useful... No, all we've got is Lux Spheres. To go with the one Fortune Sphere that we found. Unfortunately, grinding them out is kind of a mess. So if you want that max luck, ooh, you're gonna have a shitty time. And steal a smoke bomb. Smoke bombs, I'm pretty sure, are like significantly more damaging than most of the other grenades. If you don't want to just throw a petrify. Which, to be fair, we're probably just going to do that most of the time, so... When I say that, it definitely sounds a little silly. Orin and Lulu, come in here and clean things up real quick. I'm pretty sure Fire won't even get us a kill, but Fyra will get us an overkill, so that's good enough for me. That's a better formation for us for now, I guess. Just have all the physical hitting dudes. Ooh, a preemptive strike. Good. This will give us some time to do some stuff. So I mentioned these earlier. Where are they? No, we'll show it off in a second. Steal from this bird. And then Waka kill it. That works. That's pretty much like killing it. Okay, so I mentioned these earlier. I remember that use is down. But we haven't put any of them to use just yet. They're going to be all the way at the bottom. Albed potions. So these can't be used outside of battle. However, they can be used in battle, and they are a great healing item. For a start, use is a fairly fast action. Like, I think it's about as fast as regular item usage. But also, it recovers 1,000 HP to everybody, which is a decent chunk of our max. And it cures poison, silence, and petrification to everybody. Great, great items for healing in battle. And we will be putting them to a lot of use. Oh, Waka, what's the deal, buddy? Were you too busy thinking racist thoughts to be able to throw your blitzball properly? Jackass. Can you land this hit? No. That's a shame. I didn't think so, but it was worth a shot.
Allow me.
Alright, so we've established that these things die to a regular fire. And die in overkill range, too. So, yes. Hell yeah. Give me that extra EXP. Actually, speaking of the extra EXP, that kind of makes me want to take the TKO off of Wakka and use it only for certain fights where it can, like, skip some of the gross shit. Actually, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to whip Wakka with the switch hitter, so that way he's got bonus damage instead. And we'll still mostly be using him for one-shotting some junk enemies, which will allow him to get us more EXP. You have anything to say, or are you just standing here?
I think I'm lost.
You don't say. Wow, we're in the middle of the desert. We're not in the greatest of positions right now. We don't have a lot to go with. You know what? We're gonna let Tidus hog the EXP from this fight just to make up for it. Again, I've said it time and again, but sadly, Wakka is like one of the stronger characters in the game, especially because of how his sphere grid is rigged up. Unfortunately, it's just that his personality is, well, you know what his personality is. And we missed an easy kill. Well, good job, buddy. Makes Wind Waker tingle. Yeah. Seem likable. That's one way to put it. And there's a not quite dead Tidus. That's kind of impressive that he's hanging on like that. And yeah, don't be afraid to use just fuck tons of these Al Bhed potions, because you get a lot of them in this area. It is not a thing that you need to worry about whatsoever.
So, how shall we do this?
You know what? We'll have Riku also get Mug, even though it is kind of a sidetrack. It's a useful ability. I like the fact that somebody was like, those things need to make like a comedy bullet ricochet sound effect when they hit you. That's a pretty A+ choice. Nice fucking job, Wakka. You're really doing this. You're really doing this, that's all.
It's over.
too easy to a point that the game had to give us a little bit of shitty RNG to make up for it, you know? Yeah, that's mental break you just got recently, right, Orin? Yeah. Look at what the rest of his is looking like. Too locked to some not so useful nodes. Sentinel. He's actually pretty close to the end of his thing here, which is great. Although now I'm just like, where is... Okay, so that leads him right up to quick hit. And to entrust. Gotcha. But we'll be concerned about that once we reach the point of actually finding level 3 key spheres. Which I don't remember when we get those, but it's not right now. That's for sure. Don't do that. I keep almost fleeing.
Oh yeah.
Nice job, Tidus. You're starting to get a little bit more damage, buddy.
This ends now.
Alright, now Wakka's been blinded, so we'll have... Oh, nice. We'll have Lulu come in to deal with the end of the fight here. Ooh. That's better. So let me take a look and see what the rest of Lulu's grid is looking like. Because as you can see, death is a pretty significant investment of dead levels. And right past it is a node that's worth only 1 agility, which... So, saying that... She goes up here, how far is she away from, like... Well, there's Ultima. Behind the 4 level 4 locks, obviously. At the end of this ring of garbage. So that's not the way we go. We go the other way. Brings us over this way. To double cast. Oh, double cast is for freebies, so it's not Flare in this game? I thought it was Flare. Full life. Holy. Where is Flare then? Somewhere weird. Huh. Anyway, death. The reason why I was looking at that and decided that, you know, trying to decide if I should skip it or not, is that while death is pretty good in this game, again, this may be one of the strongest instances of death in the series because a large amount of enemies are weak to it. There's also just the matter of we can usually kill them with something that's cheaper and faster. Because you've probably noticed by now that the way most of the enemies are set up in FF10 is that they are very vulnerable to a specific strategy of like using one of the characters or using a specific element against them. And most of them are otherwise rather frail and take like one hit at most to kill, maybe two. So while death is quite potent in terms of its ability to hit a large percentage of things, its usefulness is actually quite low as a consequence. Because most of the time you can just do something better. Let's have you guard again, so that way we can keep this line up for the next fight, and I don't have to remember to menu. Don't hit flee. Steal. There we go.
You like that?
And yeah, I'm missing out on EXP by stealing from these things to kill them, but honestly, I just kind of think it's a little bit funnier to do it that way. And that is 2 Mega Potions. That's pretty nice. Good thing to use outside of battle, and it's a good thing they're giving us out of battle healing items that are good too, because yeah, you may have heard hard.
Well then, what next?
Alright, Tidus. Hit use, and let's see what kind of damage output we can get here from one of these smoke bombs. I seem to recall it's pretty good. Yeah, look at that. Triple overkill. That is a great use of our resources. Yeah, they're really, really fucked up looking birds in terms of their, like, the features are very exaggerated. They're interesting creatures, to put it nicely. Oh, wrong. Wrong. I only wanted to do one input. Come on. Game, you should know better than to do something that doesn't make sense. But now Kimahri has Mug. That is fantastic. That's going to help us just get a little bit more efficiency in dealing with certain things. Like, for example, he should just be able to mug that dragon and kill it instantly. He may not be able to reach the bird because of RNG, but here, let's demo this real quick and see what kind of damage he does. Oh, not quite enough. His strength is pretty bad then, huh?
Riku's back.
Oh, they're bats that are insect-like. It's like they were designed by Calvin. It's a reference to a very specific strip that seems like a weird thing to throw out there. That it was one where he called bats bugs as part of a class presentation. And everybody yells back at him, "Bats aren't bugs! It's like, okay, look, which one of us is giving the report? You chowderheads or me? And it was obviously because bats are very clearly not insects. Surprised you didn't think they were birds just because they had wings. But you know, sometimes things just come together in a certain way that you can just throw a reference like that out there just as sort of a thing. What do you got here? We can't read it. Steal from the wolf, and we're going to try to kill that thing as fast as possible because it's the worst threat. Nice. Waka got the warrior overdrive mode. That's something, again, I don't want to sit here and praise him too much, but, like, that's useful. For as much use as his overdrives actually are until we start playing Blitzball, but... Again, I don't want to give him too much credit. He is still Waka. Oh no, we don't have to scroll down. Well, again, we have to remember that there's a difference between the gameplay object and the character. Because the character as a story element is absolutely garbage, less than useless, and a major mark against this game. But as a gameplay unit, you know, again, he's still quite usable. Which is weird, because I used to think, oh, he doesn't do shit for damage, he just hits things at a range. Kind of wonder if that's the sphere grid or not, because, yeah, that has an effect. Obviously. Tidus, why don't you hog the experience, because frankly, you need some experience.
All right.
Right, Tingle is a capitalist, and he does things that are... But he does things that are helpful for you, and that you need him in order to get through the game. Meanwhile, again, Waka actively has done things that have fucked us. In story. In game, the worst he's done for us has been getting some bad accuracy rolls, which is still just like, you know, fucking okay. Admittedly, that is unforgivable, but... That's a shame. Oh, he's blinded. That's why he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Worse than usual.
Well then, what next?
Right. Set this bird on fire. There we go. I gotta say, by the way, it's real great that they've laid out this many save points. Alright, so here we got a zoo here. We're gonna... Do we have a Petrify Grenade on our hands? I think we... Yeah, we got 4. Let's see if this works. No. So, Lears, you're... not correct. It's also immune to instant death. That's... This whole thing has been kind of tragic. Okay, Riku, You can come in here and you can steal. Steal some smoke bombs. Alright, mug this thing. Remember that the big birds don't count as flyers for accuracy checks.
How can a bird grow so big?
That's a good question, Mega Man. That's right, that doesn't get rid of blindness. But we can use Aqua Breath, maybe? That's some underwhelming damage. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, Bio would be a good thing to use here. Oh, this thing's even fatter than usual. It's 18,000. The one that we fought for the cutscene was only 12,000. Well, you'll get to see that poison does great damage in this game, at least, so yeah. Oh, he's getting ready to fire his lasers. He's down on his feet. Alright, Waka, you're blind, that's right. Block. Okay, so it loses the charge from getting up on the ground. And we killed it with poison damage. Hell yeah.
That's how it's done.
So as I've sort of implied before, yeah, poison in this game can be quite strong. And we're gonna save here. We got the Al Bhed book. There's more stuff to explore around here. There is, unsurprisingly, there's quite a lot to pick up around these parts. Well, good on those guys for not being able to hit. It makes my life that much easier. Except Riku. She apparently has still got some problems going on. So let's see. We picked up a couple of sleeping powders in this fight. We're up to 33. That's pretty good. Let's just try throwing one of these. I don't think it's going to be enough for a... Oh no, it is enough for a triple overkill. Hell yes. Lovely. Also, Waka didn't get experience. Neither did Lulu. That's a bit of a mistake on my part. But Waka not getting experience is very funny. I just kind of forgot to use him. Fuck that guy in particular. Chest in the corner. Got an elixir. All right. Ooh, here we
Is
go.
there an easier way?
No complaining.
Here it is, the lag boy. We're gonna see if we can't steal a large chunk of things from this. Haste, and now is when we just spam steal with everybody for a bit. Because those shadow gems are quite useful. I believe they're a full half HP reduced from the target. Let's take a look. Yeah, reduce HP of all enemies by half. That's pretty good because I think Demi is only quarter HP in this game. Let's take a look. Yeah, reduce HP of all enemies by 1/4. Now, speaking of which, we're gonna go over and we're gonna spend Lulu's Overdrive on Demi. Yeah, you can see that it's not as strong. None of these spells are as strong as their regular version, but this one is one of the very few that specifically notes it, because these only reduce enemy HP by 1/8 each. Which, to be fair, means that they're less likely to hit the damage cap. I think we got 6 there, right? 4, 5, and 6. They hit pretty hard. They've got very slow-moving animations. Yeah, it's weak to water and ice. I think now is about the time when we're going to start beating this thing up properly. So, tragically, that means Wakka has to come in here and do some work. Because he is kind of our damage machine.
So be it.
Unfortunately. Now here's where things start to get a little bit more mini-boss-like for this fight. Where it will just swallow one of your party members, and now we're down to 2 party slots for a bit. That's quite irritating.
Icing on the cake.
Let's use our Blizzaga for some decent damage. 4K, that's not bad. Now, we just really don't want this thing to attempt to use its Earthquake attack.
Let's see you under pressure.
We do enough damage, and Wakka gets barfed back up. And I can't think of a better way for him to return to us. Or something. Oh, that's a nice low overkill threshold. Excellent. Plus, I think we got an equipment with 4 ability slots in it for Lulu, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, it probably also has some junk abilities in it, but we'll take a look at that in a second. Got a full clip of high potions. We may as well chuck a couple of those around real quick. Alright. Yeah, we wanted to take a quick look at where that Lulu got. Yeah, it has 10% HP up as a start, which is not the worst thing, but it's not the greatest either. Anyone else get any useful gear? Honestly, like, not really. I don't think we've gotten almost any gear drops here at all. Waka gets more HP from them because of his brain injury. Wait. Listen, I'm just saying Blitzball is a full contact sport. I feel like the incidence of people getting concussions and shit in that seems like it would be pretty high. God, imagine an underwater concussion. Sheesh. That doesn't sound great. Oh no, you don't become racist because of a concussion. It's true. Although apparently, what's his name? Scott Adams, the guy who draws Dilbert, he had some sort of, like, a brain surgery went wrong or something, and it caused a lot of the worst parts of his personality to become exacerbated, which, I mean, again, I wouldn't know for sure, and fuck that guy anyway, but this is something that I remember hearing recently. Which is still pretty fucked up because, like, the idea of brain surgery going wrong, that's kind of terrifying on some level, even though it, you know, it being brain surgery, you know. That's why it's a thing that not anybody just does. Right? Is because it can go wrong, and it's kind of fucked up when it does. And by kinda, I mean extremely. Ah, yes, another lagworm. Alright, let's... Yoink. Alright, Waka, put this thing on. I want to see if you can petrify this. It's immune. Damn! Well, so much for that, because it would have been funny. Bogworm, legworm. Wait, what? You know. Nice. Alright, now this should once again do some pretty sizable damage. Yeah, 7,500, so that means that it was still above 3K when I did that. I know that you mentioned it recently. So yeah. Alright, now we've seen before that mixing 2 grenades makes a water attack for some reason. We got plenty of grenades. So that should do some good damage to this thing. Okay, not as much as I would have liked, but it's still better than her using her regular attack, that's for fucking sure. Bye, Waka. That's probably about the best choice we had right now. Alright, Kimari, can you give us a sensor here? 9,300 HP. Alright. Auron, come back in.
You, away!
Yes! Oh, that looked fantastic. And now Waka's dead forever. That's great. And by that I mean he didn't gain any XP this fight. Oh my god, that is... I forgot about that. Oh, the sandworm got ejected from battle, so it went flying over the horizon. It looked exactly as silly as it sounds. It's not quite as good as the idea of it being petrified and shattering into enough pieces to lag out the console, which would have been really funny, but unfortunately the devs were like, yeah, we probably shouldn't let that happen. The one sensible choice that was made by anybody during development of this game. That looks far glitchier than it should. 10k and a level 2 key sphere, so that's nice. Oh yeah, I probably should switch off the TKO from Waka, right? Because that's not useful. What can you do? Meanwhile, we got chests to open real quick. Listen, we always take time out in the middle of doing things so we can open the treasure chests. Oh, oops. Yeah, it helps if you don't let him die. I also probably need to remember to update people's overdrive modes. And remember to just use poison more. Yeah, no, unfortunately Twitch is just like, well, you can't have fun anymore with clip names or anything like that. Because I guess they want the website to be family friendly or something, which is kind of ridiculous to me. Like, I understand that kids watch streams, which is exactly why they don't do anything about, like, making sure that their major star streamer isn't a freak who's like, oh yeah, I don't hang out with women so that way I don't do anything weird, you know? Or whatever the hell Ninja used to say about not collaborating with female streamers. I don't know. He's not a going concern on this website anymore, as far as I know. I think he moved somewhere else after Hitbox or whatever died. It wasn't Hitbox. It was Blender? Mixer! That's what it was called. No, Blender is the 3D animation software. Well, you know, something about having to stick together when you're... Right? You get what I'm saying. You understand the joke, I think. Which at least I have people who do... At least I can have people who do understand the joke on this... On my audience of this website. If I was on YouTube... God, my YouTube comments are like... I'm still kind of annoyed on some level that I did this, what I thought was a really good video last year about Rule of Rose, which was, you know, this really incredibly fucked up game. And I felt I really poured my heart out, and the one comment I get is the guy who's like, oh, half the video is content warnings, this person who is like your average anime person. Yeah, that's not what I'm trying to say. Your average anime viewer on some level, and it's like, I'm trying to say that the person probably does things to little girls without actually directly saying it, except that it absolutely, like, what I'm, okay, fine, I'll put it this way, they wrote that comment in there because they were annoyed about it killing their boner. There we go. Not that this website is necessarily always a better one for having, like, people who don't fucking suck as human beings, but... You know... I don't think Ben Shapiro broadcasts on Twitch. Not that I should give him ideas, but... You know. I will admit that part of why I'm also in this sort of mood is that I've been putting together all the content for my upcoming video, which is going to be about terrible video game ads. I think I've sort of alluded to that before. Or at the very least, you know, I asked for assistance in the subject on YouTube, on Twitter, rather. And you gotta remember that it's not just like, oh, these are not good as advertisements, or, oh, these are, like, the usual incredibly underwhelming sex joke just redone for the 80th time. A lot of the ads that I found were bad for other kinds of reasons. I do talk about the rather infamous Sony PSP White billboard is one example. And if you know about that, yeah, you might understand why I'm saying that, like, hey, yeah, it's gonna be real great having a bunch of fucking reprobates coming into my comment section.
As you wish.
Of that video and, you know, pissing up a fucking storm about me saying things that are not necessarily always great. I also found a fun one of, Acclaim was the company in this case, I think. This ad campaign for Shadow Man Second Coming, which I don't know if there were actual ads for this or not. Not in the way that they were planning anyway, because what they originally wanted to do was license out ad space on the gravestones of the recently deceased in the UK, which is already pretty buck wild to begin with. And then you also think about the fact of they openly said that they were thinking it might be especially of interest to poorer families. And it's just like, wow, you're just being completely absolute buck-ass naked about the fact that you're exploiting people who don't have money. That would be incredibly funny if it weren't so disturbing. And by disturbing, I just kind of mean gross, really, but the idea is still there. I don't know this card offhand, so while we're doing this, I'm going to go look this up real quick on Wikipedia. Now that Wikipedia actually exists again, which it's been back up for a couple months. But, it's a little white fiend. That's, that is something. Yeah, did they change it? Because it's literally just, it literally just says the proudest of them all now. Ooh, hey, Cactuar. Let's start off by stealing from it. And I want to take a look at its HP. Now, we're not going to normal attack it. It's got 300 HP. We're going to try chucking some items at this thing to see if we can get a reasonably quick kill. How's your grenade damage there, Kimahri? Pretty good. Alright.
Don't you run, Needles!
What's this about, what's his name? God, what? Sweet Tooth? I don't get it, dude. I don't get the gag. Alright, guard. Now you can use something a little bit heavier here, Riku. We should have a pretty good chunk of smoke bombs. Yeah, 26. Clean it up. Yeah, not enough for an overkill, but pretty nice. Unfortunately, Auron didn't get the EXP, but hey, Kimahri got 2 levels. That's pretty good for him. And a recovery bangle. That is going to be HP Stroll, I think? Which causes you to recover your HP when you're just walking around the world map. Of course, if it's not that, then I've just explained it for nothing. Oh, by the way, Wakka got Hasteга. Oh, man. Unfortunately, he's gonna be a consistent part of our game for the long haul now, isn't he? Okay, so it was pared down from the original is what you said. The whitest and proudest of them all. Yeah, that's a little bit, that's not a good choice. And, you know, I gotta say that considering this was printed in 2014, on you there, Konami, because good job realizing, hey, yeah, that's not our best choice. Alright, so let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, it's HP Stroll. Unfortunately, it has no other abilities, but I mean, that's still not to be complained about too much. He even scares himself with how white he is. See, I at least think that phrasing is funny, but yeah, I would definitely raise some questions. But yeah, as far as the
So be it.
the actual the English one rather. Actual, what the hell am I saying? As far as the English text, it is a little bit of this sort of weird non sequitur on some level. That it's just like, it just says the proudest of them all. So I would not be surprised if it originally had a couple more words that were taken out for reasons of, yeah. But I don't have that history right in front of me. It could have been also because, yeah, sometimes a lot of like, well, I mean, obviously there's a little bit of wiggle room in a lot of fan translations because words are not one-to-one.
You sure this is the way?
Yeah, I think.
Alright, let's steal from the sandworm. Orin guard. Riku, let's try to steal another Shadow Gem. And whiff. Darn. Alright, well, it's time to basically dump 64 MP on this fight.
Let's see what this does.
Yeah, we don't have a ton of Shadow Gems, but we're gonna throw a couple of them here just to speed the fight up. Oh, I got a little bit of a hiccup there. That was weird. Alright, throw another Shadow Gem. And that should drop it to like, yeah, 15k, give or take. Alright, try another steal. Hey, nice. We managed to net zero this fight. And this thing's weak to water and ice. So we'll do this. We got 6. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. We did alright damage there at least, so. Alright, we'll dump another overdrive here. And for that kind of damage, you'll see why. That's right, give me that double EXP. I'm pretty sure everybody got in here. Yeah. Excellent. And I think that's a slow weapon for Wakka, Delay of Game. I'm just taking a guess, judging by the name. I don't remember all of the names and their effects offhand. Because I think I explained sort of how that works, that obviously there's no real unique equipment in this game outside of a very small amount of like less than 10 weapons. And they're, whoa! Yeah, slow touch and plus 5% strength up. So, I mean, this could be a pretty good... I'm gonna use this, actually, for a while. That's not bad. Now, again, we're going to go in here. We're going to set our overdrive modes to be a little bit more appealing to what we do here. Kimahri, you can stay as a stoic or a calmer. Well, stoic. Alright, Riku is staying there. Auron's in warrior. Tidus, you can go over to... No, Tidus doesn't really do a whole lot of damage right now, so we're just going to use stoic for now. Until we get him some more strength up. So that way we get into a position where I actually don't mind swinging with him. And yeah, these dudes, we're just going to annihilate them as fast as possible.
Yeah!
Oh, hello, ambushing Cactuar. How much HP do you have, Buster? 800. Alright, so we're gonna start off by switching back to Tidus. And we're gonna attempt to steal. By that I mean we're gonna get that, and it's gonna run away immediately. I was hoping it would stay, so that way we'd at least have a chance to get some stuff out of it, but not so much, huh? That thing saw the opportunity and it said, fuck this, we're out of here. High potions. Alright, we got these antlion holes going on here. And a couple more garbage Machina that I'm just going to steal from and give Tidus his 5 experience.
Told ya!
Listen, the fact that I have the opportunity means I may as well just take it for humorous effect. What's in the chest? Ooh, the Venus Crest. That is for Lulu, I think? So the Moon Crest is for Yuna, the Saturn Crest is for... Saturn Crest is for Kimahri. The Venus Crest, I think the Venus Crest is for Lulu, because... Sun Crest for Tidus, Moon Crest for Yuna, Saturn Crest for Kimahri, Jupiter Crest for Wakka, Mars Crest for Auron, and then like the Mercury Crest or something for Riku.
This'll be easy.
Oh yeah, you may as well at least show us how easy, Tidus. It's time for some dismantling, buddy.
You like that?
Hey. Ah, here we go. Here's an actual fight. Haste for Lulu. As she once again massively chunks her MP meter to make this fight significantly easier on us. Ooh, Stamina Spring is just regen, isn't it? It's a rare steal, but like, ugh. I wanted shadow gems. Imagine not giving me the good items. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Alright. Don't use an item. Steal from it, though. Ah, no success. Oh, well. Nice dodge, Orin. Alright, so now we bring our physical damage group up to the front. Oh, it's immune to... That's right. We knew it was immune to slow, though. Oops. Oh, well, Tidus is getting eaten. Rip the lowest DPS out of our main physical fighters. At the very least, it doesn't, like, try to do anything while it's got somebody swallowed, so points there, I suppose. Meanwhile, it dies with Tidus still inside of its belly. So Tidus didn't get EXP for it. That sucks. We also got a new weapon for Riku. I'm going to assume that that's a slow touch weapon, because that's what this thing seems to drop. Yeah. Riku's physical damage is kind of butts, so I'll just continue to not care about the strength plus 5% and take the other thing instead. Oop, that item just sunk down there. Okay, so we've got a different Machina now, these four-legged ones. They are not a ton different from the other ones, they just have a different model. Nice. Less nice is that there's an enemy in this pit. And if we want that item, which, you know, we always want the items, we're gonna have to probably take the fight. Well, we sort of reflected off the back of it, but we got a preemptive strike. Okay, Sandragora. Yeah, this thing is less bad than I remember it being. This is probably going to be significantly easier, for example, than your average fight against a sandworm, just because it's going to be much faster. You can steal remedies from them, but who cares? I sure don't. Alright, Tidus, get in here. I was gonna say, you still don't even have Slice and Dice, do you, buddy? But no, he does. Slice and Dice is pretty neat. Not so important at our damage levels, but since it's 6 hits, this is something that you can use to break the damage cap. Also, yeah, you can see that it has an attack that confuses us whenever it hits. 1600. Everyone been? I think only Waka hasn't been in here. So now Lulu should be able to finish this thing off with a Firaga for hopefully overkill damage. Nice. Alright, Riku. And we got 2 teleport spheres. That is a fantastic piece of treasure. Teleport spheres allow us to go anywhere that any other character has been on the sphere grid. So they are incredibly powerful ways of hopping around, especially once we reach such a point as we have gone through all of a certain person's grid. Oh yeah, I should have poisoned it. Right. I keep forgetting that. Not exactly the smartest person in the room. Which is a bit of a problem because I'm the only person, at least in the physical room over here. Oh, is that the person from those infamous pictures where they had, like, a couple of guys carrying the thing around like fucking pallbearers? Because I remember that being circulated around the internet way back in the... Yeah. I wasn't sure if there was another instance of that out there.
If you say so.
But I did know about that dude. Because honestly, the visual on that is just so funny. Yeah, they just had one judge who was just like, well, you know what? Why not, right? It'll be funny. And it was, to be fair, so... Oh, nice. Oh, I see. Poison doesn't count as overkill. Fair enough, but... That does kind of suck a little bit. Oh, well. Good work, Auron. You're coming along decently in terms of damage. We're skipping over getting Delay Buster for Tidus for the moment because I'll be honest with you, Delay Buster is not super good. It's an okay move, but it's one of those things where it's like against enemies where you would want to actually use it, it's going to fail you. It's not going to be useful against them. Wow, alright, Tidus, now you're actually doing damage, now that it's to somebody else in the party. What a fucking troll. Alright, now he's unconfused. Name similar to Merrick makes it funnier. Yeah. That this fella just had the correct spelling of Mike to make it as humorous as possible. Oh, nice crit, Auron. That's fantastic.
Over here.
Riku!
Uh-oh. Well, shit. That's not great.
Yuna's down there.
Of all the places. Let's go.
Oh, it's the infamous alarm that people think sounds like it's saying, "I'm annoying, huh?" Which is very funny in and of itself, but it's completely unintentional because Albed.
Who's attacking us? Frutek Drectui! Keiko? Keiko!
A war between Yevon and the Albed?
Vidran!
Not surprised at all that they're here. Yeah, due to how the echoes are set up too, it's like they don't it sounds like it's just a dubbing error, basically.
Sid, leader of the Albed. He's my dad.
Let's go.
Yeah. We have to save Uni.
Not only Yuna, right?
Right.
Yep, they're coming in here and they're murdering the hell out of everybody. Well, that's real great.